morning,
everybody.
We were kind of in sync there for a second.
Almost.
Oh, and you know what? It's going to be May here soon, too. Oh, it's like a little in sync joke. Okay, sorry.
All right, I guess I missed that one. I need more of something this morning.
So, I am Elizabeth, and this is my husband, my co-host, Justin. And
she learned my name.
I did.
And I wasn't sure, I guess, if I knew my name this morning, but it's okay.
It's been a morning. How about y'all? Has it been a morning for you guys, too?
So we're so happy you could join us here with our podcast, PJs and Praise, where we have faith, humor, heart-to-heart conversations, and whatever else you do in the morning, coffee, waffles, etc.
Yes. So today, our topic is going to be on life groups.
Life groups. So
AKA small groups.
Yeah, what is a life group? What is a small group to us here at United Community Church? Mm-hmm. So a lot of churches call them small groups, as you already mentioned. Mm-hmm. So they have different frequencies of meeting, sometimes once a week, sometimes every other week, sometimes once a month.
Right, it varies. It really does vary. So here at UCC, we like to call them life groups, right, Justin? Because life groups, we do life together. So we have probably about 5 different life groups that are here at UCC.
Somewhere in that neighborhood, but we're always open and encouraging others who feel led to start that new life group.
Yes.
Because we are certainly a growing church. My goodness, you just look at those numbers from Easter Sunday and our 7-year celebration. And we're certainly a packed house, and there's a lot of people.
That's right. So let's kind of unpack what we do in a life group. What happens within a life group? So for a life group, we have probably maybe 4 to 5 families, sometimes 6 families that will come together like once a week, or like you said, once every other week, once a month. And basically we just do life together as we do fellowship. What else do we do together, Justin?
Well, you gotta have food, because
yes.
If there's no food, then who's coming?
That's right. That's right.
That's probably just me, because I'm always too hungry.
He eats a lot.
No, we not always that bare necessity, as Blue would say, but at life group you're gonna have a mix of things. You're gonna have, I think sometimes you're just gonna have fellowship, because everybody has to take a minute just to breathe from the week.
Yes.
Maybe that's talking with because as she mentioned, families, that other guy that you haven't got to talk to and have that kind of man to man or woman to woman. And there's different makeups. Some are going to be husband and wife groups. Some are going to be young adults, or some might even be for singles that are past the young adults phase, which actually would be an area that I think we could use here at our church.
Yeah, true. I believe so too. I do agree with that. So I do want to say though, within those life groups, it's not just doing the fellowship together, but we're also living for Christ together also, because we're doing devotionals together. We are praying for one another, which that's one of the most important parts, because when you come to a church, you can plug in on Sunday morning every Sunday faithfully. But then throughout the week, where are you plugging in at, right? So that's where the life groups also come in, as you're plugging in another way to get prayers, to pray for other people, to fellowship and just love on one another.
And people don't always have family close in the area.
Right.
And so as far as family you were born into, so that's where your church family becomes very important. They become your support group. They become your prayer chain, your prayer warriors when you need it, when you don't think you need it.
Yeah.
It's about building those relationships so that you have that as you go through life.
It's right. I mean, we get to encourage each other in this walk with each other by just creating those little small groups. And the thing is too, you may be in a season where you're in one small group and then you kind of get into a new season of life and you want to go into another small group or life group. And that's okay.
It is okay. I mean, we've been kind of like the, minus all the drugs and everything else, but I'll say the groupies of life groups here at United Community Church, because we've went through some of those seasons. We had the pleasure and honor of meeting with the ladies at the meeting house when we first started going here that had a life group.
Oh, that was fantastic too.
And so we got exposed to their walks and their knowledge that they had to share with us. And then we got to go with one of our mentors and favorites peoples here, making up all kinds of non-real words here, but
that's okay.
Pastor Ron and his wife Jamie and their life group.
Yes, the life group that Travis and Deb leads there at their house.
And then they went and got a cat because they didn't want me coming around again.
He's allergic.
I'm super allergic.
He's so allergic.
Pumpkin. We love pumpkin from a distance. That was found on Halloween.
Pumpkin. Yes.
That's a crazy story. We'll save that one for another day.
That's another day. So then, then our next one.
Our worship pastor, Pastor Jordan, we joined him and his wife group, Caitlin.
Yes.
So, we got to get our fill of all the extra littles, because that's kind of our group here at the church that has younger adults with younger children.
Yes. Yeah.
And then we recently started our own life group.
We did. And I'm excited for the adventure that it's going to bring for us. I mean, we're going to have a lot of fun with this.
Yes. I mean, we're just trying to let, God lead the way. It's kind of that infant stage right now. Just holding and rocking and seeing where it's going to go.
Well, I know that God has good things to happen in any life group that happens within his body, within his church. So it's going to be good. It'll be fine.
It is. And so it makes me think of a new song. It's called Need a Favor by Jelly Roll.
Oh, my.
Well,
yeah.
It's interesting, and I'm okay with liking it, because he talks about how he hasn't talked to God in a while, and he only talks to God when he needs a favor. He's not saying it's right. It's right. He's like, how the heck do I deserve this when I just come to him when I need a favor?
Right.
But the thing about life groups, you don't just have to come to them when you need a favor, because they're going to be there for you as you start to have the days in, the days out.
Absolutely.
And you're going to see it. You may not feel like you belong on that first rodeo, but you do, because we're all going through these trials of life together.
Exactly. It's just a beautiful thing that we're able to lift each other up, with prayer and fellowship and getting to eat great food together, just having a great time. So life groups are fun.
So if you haven't joined a life group, a small group, whatever you at your church calls it, or if you're trying to be a part of United Community Church, we certainly encourage you to seek out, ask any of who you feel is leadership at the church, and ask them just what there is available for you and your family.
Absolutely. Get plugged in.